bitter criticism. This is time for Cgtn. Cgtn right till the end. Cgtn in Chile. This is the news from the front line of Cgtn front page. One of the five principal news. One of the 5 highlights from today. Politics. September 22, 2024. Iran and Cuba voice support for each other against hostile U.S. policies. Definitely. U.S. national flags around the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. The photograph. And Iran and Cuba have reaffirmed mutual support for addressing U.S. hostile policies and sanctions, said the Iranian Foreign Ministry on Sunday. In a meeting on the sidelines of the 79th session, on 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, Iranian Foreign Minister Sayed Abbas Araghchi and his Cuban counterpart Bruno Rodriguez Parrilla discussed bilateral ties and regional and international issues of common interest, the ministry said in a statement. According to the statement, Araghchi condemned the unilateral and political U.S. move of putting Cuba on the list of so-called state sponsors of terrorism, which also includes Iran, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and Syria, and described it as being in continuation of Washington's hostile policies. I confuse myself between Washington and the UN. My opinion is the same thing. He said Iran, one of the US sanctions victims, completely understands the Cuban people's situation and will support Cuba in the face of Washington's embargoes. The Cuban foreign minister also said his country will back Iran against the US hostile policies. Iran and Cuba are under US sanctions and have been promoting cooperation to counter the embargoes for years. This was sources Xinhua News Agency. I have time for a lot of more. Let's read all the. I'm going to read all the highlights. Cgtn Politics, September 22, 2024. France announces new government following 2 months stalemate. President Emmanuel Macron named conservative Michel Barnier as prime minister earlier this month. France has announced its long-awaited government, fusing conservatives and centrists in a bid to end political deadlock. Prime Minister Michel Barnier, appointed earlier this month by President Emmanuel Macron, assembled the new cabinet after 2 months of negotiations following the divisive snap elections. Subtitle: A cabinet of conservatives and centrists. The new government is seen as a delicate balance between centrists and right-wingers, with Barnier aiming to stabilize the country's fragmented political landscape. The conservative Republicans, led by Barnier, secure key positions in the 39-member cabinet despite their poor performance in the recent elections. One of the biggest wins for the party was the appointment of Bruno Retailleau, a staunch conservative, as interior minister, overseeing crucial issues like national security and immigration. Meanwhile, President Macron's centrist allies maintained significant roles, including the appointment of Jean-Noël Barrot as foreign minister. Barrot, known for his expertise in European affairs and digital transformation, is expected to lead France's global diplomacy at a time when the country plays a critical role in EU policy and international relations. Subtitled: Finance leadership under pressure. A key focus for the new government will be addressing France's growing fiscal challenges. The finance ministry was given to Antoine Armand, a relatively unknown 33-year-old from Macron's party. Armand now faces the daunting task of preparing France's next budget amid rising pressure from Brussels to rein in the country's soaring debt. He will work alongside Laurent Saint-Martin, the new budget minister, in efforts to contain the country's spiral deficit. Armand acknowledged the difficulty ahead, telling the journal Du Dimanche, quote, "We must cut public spending and make it more efficient. If the solution was to raise taxes, France will have long been the world's top superpower." Haha, it's funny. We have a photograph of Marine Le Pen's far-right party National Rally. Has no seats in Barnier's government, but has enough votes in parliament to bring it down. Subtitle: Challenges from the left and right. Despite Barnier's success in forming the new government, political challenges remain. The far-right National Rally, RN, led by Marine Le Pen, holds significant power in parliament and could bring the government down if its demands on immigration and security issues are not met. Although RN did not secure any cabinet positions, their influence is evident in the parliament in the appointment of conservative Retailleau to the Interior Ministry. On the left, opposition groups have fiercely criticized the government's composition. The left-wing New Popular Front Alliance, which won the most seats in the June-July elections but failed to form a majority, continues to oppose the new government. Her left leader, Mathilde Panot, expressed the frustration, saying, quote, I'm angry to see a government that looks set to recycle all the election losers, all the globalists, neoliberals. Barnier's leadership will soon be tested as he prepares to deliver his first general policy speech to the National Assembly on October 1st. With political divisions deepening, his ability to govern effectively in a hung parliament will deepen on his capacity to maneuver through France's fractured political environment. And the last one. I'm not sure if I didn't read this before. Science, September 22, 2024. Science. China's space medicine progress to contribute to future space exploration. China's space station. Look, I guess I did it. I guess I read this. China's space station has achieved initial results in the field of space medicine, which will contribute to future manned lunar landings and other deep space exploration missions. According to the Second Frontier Forum of Space Medicine that opened on Saturday in Hangzhou City, East China's Zhejiang province. During the two-day forum, experts and scholars will exchange cutting-edge theories, share development trends in space medicine, and discuss major topics such as the extraterrestrial survival, insurance for astronauts on deep space missions. Quote, the technical support of space medicine is an indispensable part of the application and development stage of China's space station and of the implementation of a manned lunar landing mission, both of which have ushered in new opportunities for the development of space medicine. Han Liwei, deputy chief designer of China's manned space program and the country's first taikonaut, said at the opening ceremony, space medicine plays an important role in promoting public health. It provides theoretical support and a technical platform for research on cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems, human aging, and drug protection and screening. Quote, we will continue to improve our in-orbit protection capabilities and build technical reserves for many deep space exploration missions, said Li Jingui, a researcher at the China Astronauts Research and Training Center. This news sources was Xinhua News Agency, and that's it. That was the 5 highlights from the front page.